They want her gone. That being Niji English member Zaion LanZa, part of the XOLA wave, who debuted less than 2 months ago, having yesterday hit 200,000 followers on Twitter.com. As now we have an official statement from Niji English official, delivering a notice about the temporary suspension of Zaion LanZa's activities, stating, "We are sorry to announce the temporary suspension of Zaion LanZa's activities as a result of repeated misconduct, after management warned her several times about compliance issues since debut. The situation did not improve, and the following issues occurred, including remarks showing no intention to improve from previous issues and false statements during streams. Also, discrepancies between information given to management by Zaion LanZa and her acts. And lastly, insensitive jokes that cannot be tolerated as a Niji liver. Due to these issues and their repeated nature, Zaion will be temporarily suspending all streaming and social media activities." This then leading to a number of tweets from fellow XLA members that appear to be in support of her, including Hex Haywire saying, "Come home soon." Bear Vermilion stating, "I'm not giving up on you. You don't understand this yet, but people need you." Meliko Kyuran tweeting, "I won't look down, keep looking up, and wait for you. We're not us without you." Kotoka Torahime with "I'll keep waiting." And lastly, Doppio Dropsite stating, "Woke up to a much quieter, rainy day." Reactions at this time are flowing in, as there was no date set for the return, with this tweet stating, "There's probably no date because they want to establish when she's actually fit to stream again before letting her back on. And if she never is, then, well." Also, management probably dropped this, thinking that this was enough info to keep things civil. But now Zaion and the entirety of XLA getting dragged on the timeline, shaking my head. Further, Zaion LanZa got suspended from Niji, and now I'm trying to find spicy footage that got her suspended, but most of the VODs on her channel are hidden. She must really be at odds with Niji. Kind of makes me want to check her out when she's back. And yes, it is true, Zaion at this time has half a dozen of her VODs still privated, with a number of her VODs being made private, edited, and then made public again. So what exactly has happened? It had been noticed on February 1st that she had liked not safe for work artwork of herself on her Twitter timeline, and she's had a number of issues, such as being found out having used her old Genshin Impact account, mentioning emulators on stream, and with some sources saying that she was using mods while playing Final Fantasy XIV. We don't have proof of that, but once again, she did make a big point that she was originally streaming here on a brand new account, this being from a February 5th stream that is now privated. Very quick disclaimer, these reactions include comments about pedophilia, anti-Semitism, and sexual assault. And then we have other accusations, such as Zaion being a Shotokan, that being someone who is attracted to little boys. We have 2 clips of that.
Look, it's a Shota! Woohoo! Shota number 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he back alright. Yes. Yeah. What do you mean Shota-con? Just maybe a little bit, okay? It's fine. I know the basement's awfully empty like right now. It's very empty in this world, okay? It's fine. It'll fill up soon. I'm not too into her, you know? She's just not my type. I love little boys. And so I use little boys. I like her though. I think she's cool. But, you know, I'd rather have a daddy than a mommy and a little boy than a mommy.
We also have a clip here with many alleging anti-Semitism. Let's take a watch.
Like, I see you guys down there. Isn't that like, you know, I remember someone made like the joke of like Zaion, Queen of the Jews. I'm like, wait, wait. Like, I don't think we can do that. Not that kind of Zaion. Holy.
Many simply seeing this as a simple observation. Of course, as always, you be the judge. And then lastly, this supposed joke regarding a character in a game that was a victim of sexual assault.
Oh, man, no wonder she got, yeah, wow, hi.
This, of course, leading to a load of reactions, with users pointing to that reason or this reason as the reason for the temporary suspension. With the backlash beginning, Zaion absolutely deserved it, and I'm not sorry. Zaion graduation speedrun. I enjoyed Zion's content when it cropped up on my feed. That makes the she considered jokes even worse. Remind her the age of consent is 18, please. I doubt any of you are that tasteless, but do unfollow me if you support Zaion. Wiping Zaion completely from my memory banks with no remorse. After seeing the clip of Zaion, I felt so uncomfortable and disgusting. Graduation right now, please. Listen, when and if Zaion comes back, y'all need to not engage with her content if y'all don't like her. This literally was the same thing that you guys said happened with Yugo, yet she only gets a temp suspension while he graduates. Glad that she got suspended. Don't want to speak too much on it, but Jesus Christ, Zaion LanZa deserved the suspension. Honestly, I kind of hope she has to graduate. I'm honestly disgusted seeing people support Zaion during this. What she has said is truly horrendous and deserves firing. I don't care what anyone says. There's no reason to make these disgusting jokes. This is bringing out the worst in so many Niji fans. We shouldn't be defending any liver like Zaion. I'm in class right now, but Zaion got suspended. Good graduation next. Zaion has made many tasteless jokes during streams. She never apologizes, but instead privates the VODs. Her gen mates acting supportive of her during the suspension rubs me the wrong way. XLA is the worst wave yet. And yes, of course, there were replies to the XLA members, this being directed at Hex, saying, I hope she graduates, actually. And further, I hope you both go to hell, actually. This being a reply to Ver. Why do Niji-sanji livers tweet like their co-workers died when they get suspended for good reason? Replying to Kotoka, her, but I love you always. And also waiting for her to graduate. Lastly, in response to Melico, XLA just fine without her. Promise. Along with your girl admitted to being a Shotokan thrice. As lastly, we have, now people are coming at Mello. WTF, stop. As a genmate, of course they are being like this. It doesn't mean they support what Zaion did. They might not even know what the real reasons are behind suspension, or they might not even know about what their genmate said. So once again, a number of harsh criticisms aimed directly at this now temporarily suspended member of Niji-sanji English. No date yet set for her return, as we will continue to follow this story. Also on the topic of XLA members, we are back here with Kotoka Torahime, who originally was planning a cover release on February 4th, but the day before coming to us with some sad news, saying there is a high chance that I'll have to postpone the release for this. Honestly, I feel exhausted and devastated because I was working super hard to make this happen for us and did everything I could on my end. Later saying, sorry for feeling a little down at this moment. I feel like keeping promises is only the least I could do to give back for all the love you give me. I do sometimes get disappointed when something goes out of plan and I have no control of it. So sorry for this, guys. Thankfully now, we do have a brand new release date, that being for February 10th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. As here now, we turn to a non-profit fan passion project, Flowers of Promise, celebrating 1 year with the Noctics Niji-sanji English Wave, this being an entire cafe event with entirely different sets to purchase. But now we have an update with this announcement saying, with a heavy heart, the team announces that the fan merchandise fundraiser and donation drive and the fan cup sleeve event are canceled. We extend our sincerest apologies to the fans who were just as excited as us. The team had reached out to ANYCOLOR to acquire clear permissions both in August and October of last year. Then later in November, disclaimers were placed on every tweet and post, making clear this was not an official event. And then in late January, the team did receive a Twitter direct message from ANYCOLOR's rights-related team, informing them to cancel their fan project after receiving a report. ANYCOLOR would further reply on January 31st, stating holding a collaboration cafe itself is beyond the scope of general fan activities. Therefore, ANYCOLOR does not permit your project this time. This group then beginning refunds and asking fans not to pester ANYCOLOR for any more details. But as far as official merchandise, yes, we do have the Valentine's Day goods for Niji-sanji English, including that by Enna Alouette, showing off her necklace and saying, "It's here, buddy," complete with this specialized illustration, that by way of Atwomaru, and is saying, "I hope everyone enjoys this one because I worked really hard on it. Is it platonic or parasocial themed? Who knows?" Also with Niji-sanji, we have Siska Leontyne, now showing off her 3.0 brush-up upgrades. after showing off this face too and saying thank you for coming to my 3.0 brush up stream, a stream that would then be blocked by YouTube. That's right, apparently YouTube couldn't handle the hotness. Siska saying, I'm scared that the archive stream won't come back. I don't know what's wrong. I can't even make a backup. Of all my streams, why does it have to be my 3.0 debut? I'm so upset. This VOD thankfully being reinstated within a matter of hours. As also next with Niji-sanji, we have Uki Violeta dropping on us an original song, Starlight Stargazer, surprising even fellow Niji-sanji English members such as Alira Pandora, and with Inna Alouette replying, let's go Bish, you slayed, slow twerk. While others in NijiEN would say, Uki is the kind of person who can align the stars with just his voice. Incredible job. This is absolutely beautiful, Uki senpai. I love every bit of this. Your voice is so soothing and celestial. Great job as always, Uki. Inna then saying, I wish I read the other comments before I commented. But anyways, please listen to Uki and Diego's new song. Further along, we have Insky Hobby delivering up brand new ILUNA merch. NijiEN's Petra Gurin replying, official ILUNA Manjuu, also saying, I'm not as bad as but I have way too many of these guys at home. That being immediately caught by Alira, stating the asterisks cannot save you. And that's not all with Niji-sanji, as once again we're back with the pirate captain, Hada, who once again is on a short break due to a car crashing into her house. She would later share this was because two adolescents stole a car, and if she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, she would have been ran over. Captain now updating us with a happy February update. We still haven't been able to start construction on our surroundings, but we did make some temporary reinforcements, which looks depressing, but hopefully I can start to do short streams until I become paranoid. Captain also celebrating new merch released of her, saying further, sorry, I'm kind of out of it, so I don't know what to say to advertise, but please feel free to look at the page and support the other livers as well. Other livers such as ZEA, who has also decided to take a break from streaming this month, saying I will still attend collabs and maybe even do random streams, maybe, but for the meantime, I want to focus on myself and restore my mental health. Thank you for always supporting me. And again, it's Anime Impulse teaming up again with Niji-sanji English, tweeting out, you thought it was over, and then giving us the dates of May 18th through May 19th. Next up, it's Shuba time. That's right, it's Oozora Subaru with Hololive Japan, joining in on the wave of Hogwarts Legacy streams, and to the surprise of some, being sorted into the Slytherin house. That is, she was cheered on by a fellow Slytherin member in Hololive Japan, Usada Pekora, who to the surprise of many was not immediately sorted into Azkaban. And 2022 was a hell of a year for Pekora, as here from Stream Hatchet, it turns out that Pekora was the second most watched female gaming streamer of the entire year. That is, the fourth position went to VShojo's Iron Mouse, and then in number 3 was Hololive Japan's Sakura Miko, also getting into the swing of things with Hogwarts Legacy, and also being sorted into Slytherin. That being to the surprise of a few less people, but with Subaru welcoming her all the same. And speaking of welcoming, we turn now to the Tokyo government, announcing 16 Tokyo tourism ambassadors will begin their PR activities to spread the word about Tokyo's diverse attractions, both domestically and internationally. That is, Hololive Production would tweet out, we are pleased to announce that Mori Calliope and Galgura have been appointed as Tokyo tourism ambassadors with Sakura Miko. They will support sharing the attractions of Tokyo with the world, with some viewers cheekily pointing out that it could be debated if any of these three actually speak fluent Japanese, and with Mori Calliope replying, we're ambassadors, let's enjoy Tokyo's many wonders together. Speaking of which, here we have Hololive English's Amelia Watson busting onto the scene. That scene being in Japan. That's right, the time-traveling detective is now in the country of Japan. That is, Hololive English's Takanashi Kiara also landed back in the country, making many wonder if we're going to see a full HoloMyth collab, that also including Galgura, reacting to the ambassador news with Let's Go to Tokyo, and getting us ready for her return, saying Japan Diary check, stories prepped, shark jelly brains destroyed. Gura these past days, at times hanging out with NijiEN of Hololive English, as here we have a candid photo by way of adventure. And very quickly we turn to Holostars English, just seeing what Axel Syrios is up to, turning a lot of heads when he tweeted out, the new wizard game looks fun, yo. I want to shoot fireballs at people too. What the hell? Then further sharing, wait, that was a GTA mod. Yeah, it's very likely that he saw this viral Harry Potter GTA mod video. This is not Hogwarts Legacy, but we can see why he was Hiatus. So interested in playing this. And next up, we have Bri at Cookie Box, the Swear Bunny, an absolute maestro at not only cursing, but also at live 2D modeling. Now giving us this announcement: I will be graduating from streaming on February 12th in order to pursue live 2D rigging full time. I'll still be sticking around on Twitter, but streaming will halt completely. Then giving a lengthy explanation. Let's see here. My life has been changed forever. Yada, yada, yada. Some may have noticed, but I dropped off a lot when it came to streaming. Blah, blah, blah. In any case, Bri is dead to us come February 12th at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, as she is promising on her graduation stream not only a normal model debut, but also a chibi model debut. Bri, how could you do this to us? We'll never forgive you. And speaking of buntubers we'll never forgive, we also have Pipkin Pippa with Face Connect. Last night hitting 150,000 YouTube subscribers, saying nobody died except the VOD, that being a car crashes stream. As she would ask, no one died, so I'm allowed to laugh, right? Yes, that's correct. Pippa also sharing Corrupting My Mic with Stickers Arc featuring Hai-Dee, again that being our co-host of Things VTubers Say, now bringing us even more Things VTubers Say.
Hi everyone! Starting off, we check in with Next Stage Project, who reminds us of their upcoming 3D concert for their first generation Code X in less than 4 weeks. This live 3D concert and variety show is actually serving as Code X's debut, as opposed to the usual individual debut streams, having fans excited to meet the 5 talents of this wave, who have been revealed to be Plumeriel, Isla Yu, Junie XL, Jax Riot, and Blair Labrie. And speaking of debuts, we come back to VNU Official, who gives us more teasers regarding their upcoming wave debuting on the 17th, showing off a vague silhouette and description of the 2 talents, as well as their talent Lyora Walkaria from VU's wave Symphoria, describing one of the upcoming members in this voice recording. And with Valentine's Day being a week away, Lyora is also uploading Valentine's Day cards throughout these upcoming days, so we can score with 10,000% guarantee no refunds. As the talent gives us this awesome, amazing, perfect card of her saying, "I'll break your mind, not your heart." Another talent with Valentine's Day plans is VGG's Hoshino Ryu, who had recently released a Valentine's Day song cover of Love Me, showing off the lovely Valentine visuals illustrated by Pien, and wondering if we'll accept her chocolates, as Ryu will also be appearing with the rest of the VGG talents, Yuche, Ianthus, and Roa's Red Barrel, for a special Valentine's Day broadcast, so choosing whose chocolate to accept will be a pretty difficult choice. Moving on, we have Real Corp TV's Kora Kurage, who had recently celebrated her 12,043rd birthday, and also revealing her 3D model, saying this jellyfish has become 3D, with this low poly style 3D model made by Scuffword. We also have Real Corp TV's Chiffon Bon Leviathan, who before was recovering during her vacation, but is now no longer on vacation, and stating she is back bearing a video in production, as we now await this project of hers along with her streams. And lastly, we check in with Aurora Live VR's Hannah Lisadel, who had recently released her song cover of Flower of Sorrow, and also sharing these screenshots of the view count on some of her other song covers, noticing that coincidentally they've all reached 808 and 888 views, thanking us all for all of these 8s. Hannah also noticed that her YouTube subscribers and Twitter followers are coincidentally about the same as well, wondering if they're supposed to be equal, and also letting us know that she's currently working on 2 very special covers for this month, that being for Valentine's Day and her birthday, so be sure to look forward to it. And that's all for me. Back to you, False.
Thank you so much, Hai-Dee. And a quick thank you to Yusachi, sharing this new profile shot of Hai-Dee. Thank you again. And she is back to streaming, returning with Block Game at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific this Friday, and then some Papers, Please and Coffee Talk over the weekend. And you can get a hold of some Hai-Dee merch, that by way of Uwu Market. As a part of this month's monthly merch subscription box, we do have a Hai-Dee mug and sticker, along with Lady T-shirt and Cody and FalseEyeD extra large poster and jet tags. This is only available until the end of this month. Grab your box with the link below. And that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send your VTuber news to our Discord. We record live on twitch.tv, and we'll have more Things VTubers Say for you soon.